I haven't had sex for 6 whole years. Let me tell you why. There's really a bunch of reasons why I am the way I am. First of all, I needed time to heal after a marriage that was emphasized on sex. In that marriage, I wound up feeling like a hooker most of the time, or like a weird prostitute. And it's hard to explain without unpacking, but I've talked about this in my podcast, Spirituality with Muscle. I don't remember which episode on sex it is, but I have a couple. Because I was still very much in this traumatized state after that marriage broke up, I made a bad decision and slept with somebody with whom I had no future. So I took a huge step back in 2019 and pulled all my energy back into myself. And I realized, amongst many things, that I'm demisexual. I need a connection with somebody before I even open the intimacy door. I like physical intimacy. I need spiritual intimacy. I need emotional intimacy before I even open up the door to my physical. That's important to me. And that is so important to me that I'd rather go without. So I learned that I don't need short bursts of dopamine. I don't need serotonin. What I need is that long-term oxytocin in a relationship. I need to know that I'm safe. I need to know that I'm being loved. I don't think I've ever been loved. I think I've had fucked up ideas about what love is, and I've been a giver. I've given what I thought was love. But until I pulled all my energy back and really met myself, I was not giving from a true loving place. I was giving from codependency. And I am so glad I've been cleaning up my energy, because when I'm with my guy that I will spend the rest of my life with, I'll be able to give from that well of unconditional love that I've been giving to myself for this amount of time. Don't tell me your love language. Tell me your attachment style. That'll tell me a lot more. I'm an anxious avoidant. So when it comes to needing to feel that security and understanding and being understood with somebody, that is paramount to me. I'm all 5 love languages. I think a lot of people are. There is the cutest baby squirrel over here. It's so tiny and I can't take a picture of it for you, but it's so fucking cute. I'm gonna die. Anyway, so one of the most common things I get asked by my friends, and it's probably rhetorical, but they're like, I don't know how you do it. I literally don't know how you've done it for so long. It's super easy for me because I've made a decision that the way I feel matters to the point that I'd rather have nothing than something that doesn't meet that standard. I love me so much that I don't need to settle for nothing. I don't need to settle for a hug. I don't need to settle for that yummy, sexy man smell when you cuddle up against his skin. I don't need to settle for that if I'm not having my emotional needs met, if I'm not having my spiritual connection met, if I'm not having a mission alignment with a man. I don't want it. That's how easy it is. I don't cry myself to sleep at night over this at all. It's fun and fancy to say all of what I just said, but the truth of the matter is, men who think they want me don't actually fucking want me. They just like the idea of me. But when they actually start talking to me, they realize my brain is too much for them. They're not smart enough to handle me. They're not smart enough or more spiritually expansive enough to hold space for me. Because they don't meet themselves like that. So it's really easy. It's even easier on that criteria that most guys don't even fucking like me. And I'm straight. I have a lot more women in my inboxes lately being flirtatious with me than I have men. I don't have a roster. I'm sorry, but dick from a guy, not sorry. I am not sorry. Dick from a man who can hold space for every single part of me, who likes to listen to my bullshit, who wants to hear my quirky bullshit. Like, nothing is sexier than that. I will not mix fluid with a man who doesn't love me. You know why? Men will deposit DNA in your brain, in your body, in your system for the rest of your life. Just sleeping with them. You're collecting, you are a walking library of the men you slept with. I don't want that for me. I don't want lots of volumes on my shelves. Anyway, that'll be my message for the day. Just in case anybody was wondering, I love you. It was a Friday. Happy Venus Day.